We're back with our Ask the Attorney segment. Personal injury attorney Stewart Vance from the Vance Law Firm in studio, ready to answer your legal questions live on air. I'm told we have a caller on the line, Joanne from Montgomery. Joanne, what's your question?
My question is the deceased liable for damage done before she died in a car accident when she ran up in someone's neighborhood yard? And the only thing happened was she kicked up some dirt or stuff, but a tree in the other people's yard stopped her. And the people who's doing all the complaining and talking about, you know, they want their yard redone, it's just a couple grass came up when she slid across the yard. And we went to try to satisfy this lady, and this lady's still complaining. And that while the person who did the accident is deceased, which was my sister. And we're not responsible for her damage after she done died, is we?
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss of your sister, but you're correct that if she's passed away and she was the at-fault party, there's not anybody they can make a claim against. You know, I mean, they could try, they can make a claim against her estate and those type things, but I don't think that's really going to go very far. You know, that gets into the details, and that's really what we do every day, all day, is find out what happened, what the evidence can show that it did or didn't happen, who was driving. We've had some where, you know, we've sued who we thought was the driver because no one ever did what they were supposed to. And we get involved and that wasn't the driver at all, and part of the case was finding the right person. So, yeah, sorry your family's going through all that. You know, if you've done all, you know, if you've offered to try to make it right and they haven't done it, I would say probably maybe put that in writing that, hey, we made this offer to you and we've got a copy of the letter, keep it. That way, if they do file something in court, you could at least go in front of the judge and say, look, we tried to make this right months ago, years ago, and they wouldn't let us. And so now they're trying to make some claim for something else. That is always helpful. It doesn't stop everything, but at least that's a direction you could go, and maybe that'll help you out. But great question.
Joanne mentioned yard damage. If there are two vehicles involved, and let's say another vehicle was damaged, would the same apply if the other driver was deceased? How does that work?
Yeah, if the person at fault like say swerved and ran you up in somebody else's yard, you're not responsible. The car that caused you to do that is the responsible party. Now, having said that, if the other car doesn't stop and goes on and they make a claim against you, technically you're the vehicle that caused the damage, so they would have a claim against you. Now your defense would be, it's not me, it's the other person. So it'd just be a matter in that situation what insurance policy would be responsible. You know, we've had cases where the liability policy maybe started out thinking they were going to have to either pay or not pay, but it turned out that, wait a minute, the uninsured motorist portion of the policy. Now, if you're the individual, it doesn't make much difference to you as long as
you just want to.
That's right, you're getting taken care of.
Yes.
But those are the nuances of personal injury work, and we see it and do it every day. So again, call and ask questions, because the questions we get here are usually good. Somebody else is dealing with that, but if you call us, I can't say we've seen and heard everything. We've heard and seen a lot over my 30 years of doing this, but call us. We'd be glad to give you some free advice. If you decide you need an attorney, come back. We're happy to help you.
Joanne, thanks so much for calling us. And if they weren't able to reach us here or you here, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, Jasmine, it's always as easy as dialing 3 from me, 333-3333, or go to thevancelawfirm.com and leave your question, email. Happy to get back to you.
Or go to our website. We had a viewer question today online from Seth at WSFA.com. So we have a segment there if you want to submit questions there as well. Stewart, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We appreciate it.
Always enjoy it.